beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to this pick a card reading. This one is all about your finances. So, we are going to go over the current energy that surrounds your money, what new energy will be introduced in the next 30 days from the time you see this reading, as well as how you can attract more money into your life. I'm going to go over each coin purse for the piles, and while I hold those up, I will be playing a sound for those that would like to choose their reading clairaudiently. So let's start with pile number one. Pile number two. And number three. All right. If you need more time, you can pause the video or head back through the reading selection. If you're interested in purchasing any of the decks that I'm using on my channel or in this video, I will have links to both of these decks, as well as a link to my Amazon storefront. It really helps me out if you purchase through that link because I do earn a commission, but it doesn't affect the price of the actual product. So we're going to start with reading number one. All three readings will also be timestamped in the description, so you can find yours there, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group number one. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this little black velvet satchel. So let's see what the cards have in store for you when it comes to your finances. I have those three cards I mentioned, and then I also pulled a message from your spirit guides, but we will save that for the end. So, starting off, we have the current energy of your finances. What surrounds your money right now? Okay, we have here and now. So, this is a big confirmation that you are doing the right thing. I feel like there's no need for you to compare yourself to past you or future you. Maybe you have accomplished big things in the past that you are really holding yourself to a certain standard because of, or maybe there are things that you really want for yourself in your future. And you're just meant to be leaving that stuff to the side so that you can focus on here and now. This little flag right here that you're holding, it says you are here. And so it just feels like your guides and the universe are saying focus on what's happening right now because it's working. This feels like a confirmation that you should be following your ideas, that your ideas are spot on and they will bring to big rewards, big, money advances is what I'm feeling. So keep following your intuition and using your ideas in the best way that you know how, because they are going to leave you feeling very powerful in your journey. This card also speaks of leaving behind a legacy for generations to come. So you can expect for this to be a really powerful thing, but don't get too hung up on that and how you're going to make it happen, because again, you don't want to be focusing on long term goals. You don't want to be focusing on your future self. Just know that magic surrounds you right now, and that's all that matters right now. You are very supported and really encouraged by the universe right now to keep manifesting and keep bringing money into your life in a way that feels good for you right now. So now we're going to look at the next 30 days and what new energy will be introduced in that time. And this is the next 30 days from the time that you see this reading. So, unfinished symphony, that's interesting. This is also it's coinciding really well. I feel like this is about tying up loose ends. There's this feeling of whatever you're starting right now, it's going to be a long-lasting thing. And while you don't want to focus on how what you're going to be focusing on later, there is this idea that you should be prepared for it to be a long lasting journey. So, whatever you're building right now, make sure that you love it. Make sure that you're invested and that you really care about the things that you're doing because they're going to last in your life for a while. Again, this is a legacy that you are leaving behind. And so, it's definitely really feeling like you are building something really important. And if you aren't in it for the long haul, then it's just going to not really prosper. It's not going to bring you what you are seeking. So don't compare yourself to other people's prosperity because what you have going on is going to be the most important thing. What you have going on is what's going to bring you to wanting to finish the symphony, of wanting to invest your time and your energy into your responsibilities. When things get boring, you still want to have a firm why on why you want to be invested in this. Otherwise, it just kind of falls apart. It gets redundant, it gets boring, and you get uninterested. So, this is also telling you that you will need to be responsible, handle paperwork, sign emails, or excuse me, sign paperwork, send emails, check off your to do list, make sure that you are tying up any loose ends before you move into the next project. And that way, when you start the next thing, the thing that's coming next is it's big, and so you want to be moving into that with certainty and this kind of refreshed energy. So the thing that you're starting now, it's going to be persisting and lasting for probably years, but definitely within the next 30 days. And I don't mean that you're going to be doing the same thing every single day. I just mean that what you are building, the empire, if you will, that you are building right now is going to really last a long time, but definitely you will be invested within the next 30 days in this energy that you're creating right now. But again, it's interesting that the universe wants to point that out to you because they also don't want you to focus on the future. So, I think it's just saying, make sure that you are handling your responsibilities as they come up and also be sure on what you want to manifest. Be clear on what you're starting right now. So, lastly, we're going to look at how you can attract more money into your life. Ooh, okay, clean it up. So that's a very clear answer. I feel like your reading is very clear and precise. So clean it up. This is all about handling your responsibilities. Again, there's this really nice synchronicity energy going on right now where this is all about taking time for yourself, making sure that you are checking things off of your to-do list, cleaning up your time, your energy. Don't people please. That's a big thing with this card is not saying yes to things that you just simply do not have the time, the energy, and maybe even the resources for. When you choose to say no to things that you really don't want to do, you will prosper more. You will create more abundance in your life when you downsize. And so, this is just saying that for you right now, how you can attract more money is by cleaning things up, cleaning up either your schedule or maybe choosing to focus more time on your responsibilities. And remember that you are your top responsibility. Taking care of yourself and really nurturing your environment is your number one, because if you aren't right in your energy, then all the rest of this falls to the backside. And you really don't want that, especially if you are looking to attract more energy and more money into your life. So take care of your responsibilities, be willing to say no where you want to say no, and remember to make time for yourself. Remember to make time for you. So, lastly, we're going to look at the message that your spirit guides want you to hear about all of this at this time. Of course, it's the Four of Swords. Of what else could it be? So, this is a card about rest, a card about taking yourself seriously and taking your health seriously. This can talk about burnout. I feel like you are a really hard worker and you tend to get caught up in the wave of your work. And because of that, that is a really good thing when it comes to manifestation. It really attracts and helps you bring in the things that you want, but you can also suffer from it. It can be this thing of doing too much too quickly. And so make sure your guides want you to make sure that you are taking you seriously, that you are really taking yourself seriously, that you are making the time to rest. If you get sick, don't continue to work. Take a pause, take a few days. You need to remember that your energy is the most important thing when it comes to manifestation and when it comes to your finances. And when you remember that, then you're golden. You really operate from a place of self respect, of respect for your how you are in relation to the universe and to your manifestations. And it just makes things so much easier. It makes attracting money so much easier. So, overall, I think that you are doing a brilliant job at creating what you want for yourself. And your guides agree. They agree that you are in the right place at the right time, doing the right things. So keep doing it. Within the next 30 days, there will be something for you to finish, but you want to thoroughly finish it. And you don't want to leave behind loose ends before starting your next project. And the way that you can attract more money is by cleaning up your schedule, making more time in your life for you, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family if that applies, and really choosing to downsize when it comes to how much you have on your plate. Take care of your energy first, and the rest will follow. The abundance will flow, and you will feel more connected to your finances and to your work. I hope that this reading was insightful and you found it beneficial to your mindset about money at this time. You are doing a wonderful job. Remember that, and your guides are confirming that for you through this reading. I hope that you have a wonderful day and that you manifest your heart's desires. Blessed be. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this little ceramic purse. So let's get into what the cards have in store for you when it comes to your finances. I pulled the three cards I spoke of in the intro, as well as a little message from your spirit guides, but we're going to save that for the end of your reading. So let's get into what is the current energy surrounding your finances. All that glitters. Okay. So you are somebody that is really attracted to the finer things in life, the things that feel fancy, that feel really luxurious, maybe just ornate and cute, but something that really catches your eye, something that's different, that is sparkly and really intriguing. You love that and you're all about it. And so the current energy that's surrounding you and your finances is very sparkly. It's very warm and inviting. The only thing about this card is that there can be a tendency to compare your success to other people's. And when you are doing that, you end up leaning in the direction of what they want for themselves instead of what you want for you. And so this may be a message to really center in on what you want for yourself, to center in on your own dreams and desires. And maybe they aren't so sparkly. Maybe they don't look really amazing on the outside or to other people, but they mean a lot to you. And that is okay. And that comes with practice, leaning into what you really want. So maybe you don't know, and it's okay to try on different masks, to try on different shoes and walk down different paths and to explore your reality. That's the beauty of creating. But just make sure that you are ultimately searching for yourself and what makes sense for you in this world. The current energy that surrounds your finances is one of exploring, of creating, and really getting in touch with your own pile of gold, of your own pretty fancy situation. Maybe you don't have a lot of money right now, but it's because you haven't found your niche. You haven't found your thing that's going to attract all of the finances that you want and you deserve. So now let's take a look at what energy will be introduced in the next 30 days from the time that you see this reading. Okay, excuse this little rippled plastic, but we have Imagine. So this is such a good message to receive in combination with this, because this tells me that in the next 30 days or within this time that you will be going on a review of what your finances mean to you, what prosperity even means to you, and what you want to feel like when you receive it. So, this may be some kind of co creative energy with the universe, or even just, manifestation 101. It's feeling very much like coming back to the beginning so that you can be more clear and precise moving forward on your venture to find more money, to attract what you want in life. This also feels like you are stretching your perception. You are really allowing for a new feeling, a new experience. Maybe you're starting a new job and you want to really invest your energy into it. And you're really allowing for that. I mean, imagination takes the ability of being able to stretch your mind, of stretching your perception. So I feel like there's new ideas, new experiences to be had within the next 30 days when it comes to your money. So again, that feeling of starting a new job potentially, it could be available to you. But this is also feeling like you are going to be imagining the life that you want for yourself. And maybe you will be getting into the groove of acting as if before you have it. And I'm not saying, spend a bunch of money that you don't have, but it does feel like maybe you want to, for example, meditate and imagine yourself shopping in the stores that you dream of shopping in, or doing the work that you really dream of doing, and getting into that place of receiving and imagining what you want for yourself before it actually shows up physically. But this is a really good sign that things are going to be changing, and your ability to perceive change and accept it will be reviewed, and you can get into that mode of acceptance and into the receiving mode. So, lastly, we're going to look at how you can attract more money into your life. Ooh, exciting. We have Treasure Island. I love this card for you because this is basically saying success is yours. It's this, again, this feeling of, you know, acting as if you already have prosperity in your life. This is also saying that Your ideas are amazing. They are valuable and they are worth a lot of money. What you have going on in your head is very profitable, and you should definitely be following those ideas. So, through following those ideas, through stretching your mind and choosing to expand what your idea of money is and what your idea of prosperity is, it's going to bring you to a new depth of treasure. You will be finding some really beautiful treasures in life that maybe you were cutting yourself off to before by not trying on these different masks, by not trying on these new roads that you could take. This definitely feels like a boost of confidence, like your creative projects are going to be flourishing. And when you decide to lean into those, that you're just going to take flight and things are going to start happening for you. It's like the saying, when it rains, it pours, but it's like you, glitter is pouring for you. It's like you can expect more abundance after that, and more prosperity just simply because you are a magnet of creation. And when you move in the direction and start to believe that you can receive those things and that you are worthy of them, I mean, you're unstoppable. It's like you're a flood of prosperity, and you are not only inspiring yourself, but you're inspiring other people in the process. So just make sure that you are grateful, that you are leading from a place of gratitude and generosity. Maybe you will have more than enough and you want to share that abundance with other people. So lastly, let's take a look at what your spirit guides want you to know about all of this. Three of Wands, preparation. Okay, so this is really nice. This is your ideas, again, a confirmation from your spirit guides that your ideas are perfect. They are amazing. And you should definitely follow through with them because they will lead you to really beautiful things in life, really nice beginnings, nice money. A lot of resources are going to start to open up to you when you follow your ideas. So, right now, you may just be in the preparation stage, you may be in the getting ready before all of this can take place. And that is a really important step to take. So don't slight yourself by skipping it or trying to skip it. Again, don't try to compare your successes to other people. If somebody did it differently and they happen to blow up and have a lot of success, it doesn't mean that's in the cards for you. Maybe your path is going to be different, and maybe you need more depth. Maybe you need a different journey. So respect your path. I feel like this is a really good sign that your ideas, the things that you're putting out into the universe, are going to come back to you tenfold. And when you accept that and when you really work with the universe and its ability to provide for you, then you're at peak co-creation. So overall, pile number 2, you have a really beautiful path ahead of you, and the way to bring more money into your life is by simply being you, by following your ideas, shifting your perspective about abundance. Maybe you want to make an actual, like, write down on a physical piece of paper, what is abundance to me? How do I want to feel when I receive money? How do I want the universe to show me money? How do I want the universe to show me signs in my life regarding my financial situation? How do I want to feel when I accept a job offer? Or, there are many things that will apply to many different people. So make it make sense for you. I really love all of this energy for you. Just remember you are worthy of this money and it will be yours. Blessed be. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this sparkly sequin purse. So let's see what your cards have to say about your finances. I pulled 3 for the topics I spoke of in the intro, as well as a card for a message from your spirit guides, but we're going to save that for the end of your reading. So let's take a look at the current energy surrounding your finances. Okay, we have yin. So this is a very receptive energy, the feminine energy. So you may be allowing more in your life. It's time for you to open up to that, at least if you aren't right now. Then this is more about taking a back seat and allowing other people to drive the car. This is about allowing others to show you the way. Maybe you are interested in taking a class or collaborating with somebody. Maybe there's something that you want to do in your work and you don't really have all of the resources, you don't have all of the knowledge about it, and you want to take a lesson from somebody in that field. But this is about expressing your interest in what has worked for other people, maybe getting curious and allowing other people's energy to influence what you have going on. This is very different energy than any of the other readings. They were very different. So if you chose this reading and it's resonating already, it's definitely for you. No other reading is going to resonate. So this is really feeling like your ideas definitely matter and they should be heard, but they need to be heard in a collaborative setting. They need to be bounced off of other people's minds so that you can have a clearer idea of what your ideas are. I know that sounds silly, but I feel like when you bounce your ideas off of somebody else, that they grow and they take shape in a way that you maybe weren't expecting. Maybe other people have perspectives that you just aren't available to right now. And that's not a bad thing, but other people have different experiences that you really are missing in your life right now. And it's important for you with your money involved to allow for that co-creative energy. But overall, this energy is one of allowance. So you are in a place where you can receive more. It's your energy when it comes to your money is less about doing and going after what you want and more about taking a back seat, investing in your energy, listening to what people have to say, taking classes, watching videos, taking notes, and building experience so that you can build more money in your existence. So let's now take a look at what is going to happen, or excuse me, what energy is going to be introduced into your finances within the next 30 days from the time that you see this reading. Ooh, interesting. Okay, we have the fates. So there is something that's going to happen that is completely out of your control. The fates is all about a divine plan, and there's genuinely nothing that you can do to control what's happening. This is like the universe grabbing the reins and being like, you just got to jump in and we're going to go. So maybe this is about you prepping for what's going to unfold. I don't want to, like, if I'm feeling like some of you may be anxious, like, oh God, I have no control, but this is a good thing. It's a really good thing and it's going to introduce more abundance into your life. It's just really important that you don't resist it. That's where the trouble can happen. That's where the obstacles can arise, is when you don't choose to ride the wave. But this is going to be leading you to an ultimate destination. I feel like this will drop you, like you're getting in a car and you're being taken to a specific place. You don't know where, you don't know how long the ride is. All you can do is just talk to the person in the front seat and just trust that that they will get you there safely, and that person being your spirit guides or people that you meet along the way. And when you get to where you're going, it's going to be rewarding. I feel like you will be receiving some kind of reward for your patience and for your trust and for your ability to surrender to the fate that is really taking place in your life. So, within the next 30 days, you can expect a really interesting turn of events. Something may be happening that you totally were not expecting, and you're just meant to surrender and trust it. I have no idea what this could be. Usually I have a sense of what it could involve, but I'm genuinely at a loss. So I feel like not even interpreters can really get a hold of this divine plan. It's totally mysterious and totally yours. It's so specific to you. And maybe it's just because this is a collective reading and there are many different versions of this fated event, but it just really feels like this is for you and you're gonna laugh. I feel like you're gonna laugh when it's all said and done. You're gonna be like, "Oh my god, that was what a ride, what an experience," and I had fun. I trusted the process. Maybe there were some scary moments, some questionable, feelings that arose, but I trusted the process, and I did it, and I made it, and I am glad that I did because now I'm blank. Now I'm receiving blank. And so it just feels like a really nice, exciting, and a little bit nerve-wracking message from the universe to get ready and prepared for the journey ahead. So, now let's take a look at how you can attract more abundance and money into your reality. Okay, we have flexible. So this coincides really well with all of this, but especially with this Fates card. This is about staying flexible, obviously, but staying in an ability to relax, to be open up to other possibilities other than what you have planned for yourself. It's really important that you do have a clear vision for yourself and that you invest in your why for why you want to make money and why you want to attract it, but also in your ability to be flexible, to understand that things change. The fate takes over sometimes, and the universe grabs a hold of you and takes you in a completely different direction. And you need to be willing to go that route, to go in a new way. I feel like you have a plan for what you want to do, but spirit has a more exciting and fun plan. Maybe you're limiting yourself on what you can receive or how worthy you are of receiving the bigger things that you want in your soul. Okay, my microphone died, but as I was saying, you are thinking maybe a little bit smaller than what the universe is willing to provide for you at this time. And because of that, you may be totally caught off guard because you weren't expecting it. To be this big. You weren't expecting to receive this much. So, this actually feels like you may be receiving more than what you could possibly think of right now in your current mindset. There is something better. Just remember to repeat the mantra, it's this or something better. It's this or something better. And just continue through your reality. You don't have to have the answer. You don't have to know what's coming next. Just be flexible and know that it's this or something better. But just be willing to shift, be willing to bend as you need to. You won't always need to be so flexible and willing to change, but right now, as you're approaching this change of events, it is important that you do stay in the receptive mode, that you stay in the flexible mode. The feminine energy is also very flexible. It is very allowing. It is very flowing. And so I think that if you just stay open and receptive to what the universe has to offer, that you are going to find that this is extremely fulfilling and that this journey is very rewarding for you. So let's take a look at what your spirit guides want you to hear about all of this. We have the Three of Cups, beautiful celebration. They want you to know, and that again, that feeling that you have a plan, but the spirits have a better plan for you, something more exciting. They're like, you bet we do. There is a celebration that will take place. There is reward and abundance that is going to overflow in your life. It's definitely feeling like there is going to be a bigger harvest than what you could have seen, than what you could have predicted for yourself. So now is the time to open your heart, get into the receiving mode, get into a collaborative space where you can open up your ideas to other people, see how it feels, see how it feels to interact in that way with other people because what you have excuse me, what you have going on is really important. And when you introduce it to other people, they're going to be able to collaborate. And again, the Three of Cups is also a collaborative energy. So maybe there are some people, oh, we have a little bug here. There could be some spirit guides that are sending you a confirmation with this little bug here. But it's like when you, that totally derailed my thought process, but it's like when you set this into motion with other people, you may be surprised at where they bring it as well in your energy. So, overall, this is such a good reading for you and such a fun little message from the bug. I'm not sure what that is, but it's feeling very fun, feeling very exciting, and maybe a little bit nerve-wracking and anxiety-inducing sometimes. But that's just coming from a place of fear, of a place of fearing the unknown specifically. So open your heart, be ready to be brave, be ready to be courageous, and be ready to celebrate your heart's desires because they are coming and you deserve them. You deserve to have this reward in your life. You are worthy of receiving big and grand and beautiful things in your life, and it's okay to want them. Blessed be.